Hey guys, it's Allie. I'm finally back on YouTube. I got a job and I bought a camera, so now I can actually film videos. So now I'm going to be actually uploading weekly because I have a camera and I have no excuses. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you what's in my journaling Bible, and then I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks that I use with this. Okay, so this is the cover of my Bible. So basically what I did to get this look is I took a Walmart paper bag that's like for leaves, and then I sized it to my Bible, and I basically wrapped it like a present. If you guys want a tutorial on this, comment and I can show you exactly how to do it. But I did that basically because I got a cover that looked like this, and I did not like it, but it was on sale, so I got it. And then I just took a pen and I wrote this in my handwriting. So I'm going to go through the pages that I have. The tabs are all in order. So this is my first one, this is my last one, so that's why they're like random like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and dig in to it. So this is the first page that I did. This is the first page I've ever done in the Bible. So I used watercolor, as you can see, and then I outlined with pen, and that's pretty much what I do for all of them. I really enjoy watercolor. And then the second one I did is this one, again, watercolor and pen, and I started using a date stamp down here so I can know when I dated it. So here's another one that I did. And then the third one I did was this one, and then I used watercolor and a pen, and then I used a silver Sharpie for that. Again, date stamp. And then the fourth one I did was this page right here, and watercolor and pen. And then the fifth one, I think it's the fifth one, I don't really know. Watercolor and the pen, and then I used a white gel pen. So I pretty much used watercolor and pen, and then if I need like an extra tool or utensil, I'll grab it. And then the, what are we on, sixth one is this one, watercolor and pen. Then the seventh one is this one. I really like this one a lot. I just like how the world turned out. And then the eighth one, seventh one, don't know, is this one, which we've already seen, but this is the order that it went in. And this is just watercolor and pen. This one is not one of my very favorite ones. It's a little too much busy for me, and I don't know, but yeah. And then the next one I did was this one, and this was with a pen, and then it's like sparkly watercolor, like glittery watercolor, if you can see that. And then the last one I did was this one. This was with markers and pen, and I don't really like this one all that much, just for the way it turned out. It didn't turn out as smoothly as it would have with watercolor, so that's why I didn't like it as much. And then I recently tried something else besides watercolor, which is what I normally do. I went to a Bible journaling class and tried it out, and I took acrylic paint, and then I just did my pen like I normally do, and I just basically made a little collage, which I think I like acrylic paint better. I like painting more than I like painting more than this. I don't know. And then I also did another page that's pretty similar to it. It's just different color and different verse. So now I'm going to show you some techniques that I do. Okay, so I'm just going to show you on some cardstock, because I'm just going to show you a few techniques, and I'm going to show you the products that I mainly use. So to start off, I'm not going to do this on this sheet of paper because this is my mess, but I use Art Basics gesso that's clear. Basically I would just take a sponge like this, and I'd go over my whole page with it. And this is so that your paint or your marker doesn't bleed onto the other page. It'll bleed through the gesso, but it won't bleed underneath. So you can use the front and the back of a Bible page. And so I'll use that, and then I'll either wait for it to dry, or I'll use an embossing heat tool or a hair dryer. My mom has this, so I use this because it's more for crafting. And then once I have that done, I'll take a pencil and I'll sketch out what I want to do. Let's do another earth for you guys, because I said I liked how that turned out. So I'm going to turn my page this way. So what I did for the earth is I basically just did that, and then I made the continents how I wanted them. And I actually looked up a world map so it would look more worldly. But for this one, we're just going to do that. And then I also would sketch out the words that I would do over here. So, I did let the earth rejoice, so I would be like this. Let the earth rejoice, blah, blah, blah. And so that way I would know it would fit where I want it, and if something didn't fit, I could erase and retry it. And then once I have it all sketched out, I go in with my watercolors. And so the watercolors that I have 3 different palettes now. I have the they're all Jane Davenport, so I'm just not going to repeat that. So they're all Jane Davenport. I have the Brights palette, looks like that. I have the neutral palette, looks like that. And I have her newest palette, which I haven't tried out yet, so I might try it out in this tutorial. I just tested all the colors. And it is the Gitz-sea palette. So these are all of the palettes of Jane Davenport that I have. It's also all of the watercolors that I have that I use. I have other ones I don't use in. And then I use these watercolor brushes, and so you fill them up with water so that you don't have to have a cup. And then usually I'd use a napkin, or I can use a cloth to dry up my paintbrush with. So for this one, since it's quite like a big space, I'll use a bigger brush, and I'm just going to clean this one off because it has some colors from when I was testing the Gitz-sea palette. And so the good thing about using a napkin instead of a towel is you can see when it's clean because it's a white napkin. This is a green towel. So that's an upside. Alright, so basically for this, since I used this palette, that's what I'm going to use, is the bright palette for this particular one. So what I did, I believe, for the continents is let me make sure I'm using the right colors that I like here. So I took Mermaid, and I outlined the continents real quick, just like this. And with watercolor, it does not have to be perfect, and that's one of my favorite things about it. It literally can be so simple, and it's not perfect ever, but yet it is when it's done. So I just outlined it like this, and then I cleaned it off because I didn't want to mix my greens. And then I took Jiminy, and I just filled it in the rest of the way, like this. And then once I filled in all of these, I just went back with the 2 greens and I blended them all together so it looked really super cool and nice, and I don't know, kind of just mixed, like just more, I guess, colorful than normal. And so I just keep going in with this, like that. And you don't have to do this, it's just one of my techniques. I like adding more than one color to stuff like that. I just think it looks really cool, and it gives it a nicer effect, in my opinion. It gives it more of a 3D effect. So I'm just basically blending those 2 colors together so that kind of seamlessly, so it doesn't look like that. I think I did a better job on that than I did in my Bible. But yeah, that's what it'll look like. And I also like this green because it will match with the color that I used for the water. It'll kind of all blend together. And so for the water, I just started with this dark blue called Butterfly in the Jane Davenport Bright palette. And I just colored it in. I don't remember if I did dark and then light. I don't think I did. But I just colored the outside edge, and then I started dragging it in. Good, and that's pretty pretty good. So then what I'll do is I'll wait for this to dry and I'll work on my lettering. So there's a whole bunch of different lettering techniques that I use. So I'm just going to show you a few of those. So like I said before, I usually sketch it out like this, and then I'll go in and fill it in with whatever I want. And then the pen that I use is either a fine point Sharpie marker or pen, or the one that I usually use is the Pilot G2 10 in black, because it's just really smooth, and I really like how it turns out. However, it smears and the Sharpie doesn't as much, but I still like this better. So with lettering, I'll either do my handwriting, which is just, you know, like my normal handwriting like that, or I'll do fake cursive, which is what I did on the front of my Bible. And so I'll do my cursive lettering normally like that, and then I'll go in and fill in the downstrokes. So I'll just take it and go down like this, and then I'm just gonna color that in like this, and then I'll do that for all downstrokes. So it'll look like that when you're done. It's super easy and it looks really cool. And then I also use other lettering techniques, like I'll do, for instance, when I did Let the Earth Rejoice, I just drew these in, and then I did an ombre effect on the inside with watercolor, using the same ombre effect I used for the land. Oops. And so that's what my lettering looked like. And then so this is good enough, so it's still a little damp, but it'll work. So what I did for the earth is, when I outlined it, I didn't outline it a perfect circle. I kind of like did this sort of thing so it looked imperfect on purpose, like that. And there's like no perfect strokes at all. So once I did that, and then I did the same thing with outlining the land masses, so they're going there, the continents. So basically just like that. And then after I filled in all my lettering and stuff like that, what I did for the splashes of color around the page is I took the Jimny color and the butterfly color, and I just put a little bit on my paintbrush, and I just went. I don't know if you can find anything in there. There it goes. I'm literally just like flicking it with my thumb. I just did that all over, and then I did the same thing with the blue color, and I just did that all over the whole thing. Like, I didn't stop here. I got it all over this. I got it all over my lettering, and it ended up looking really cool. And so then once I'm done with my design, I have it all completed, that I'm done, I'll take this little stamp date thingy, and I got this on sale, so it only will go until 2018, but it was on sale, so it was worth it. I'll put the date, and then I'll just take a black stamp pad, stamp it in wherever I want it to, and that's it. That will be my Bible journaling page. Oh, and I'll also take some black washi tape, because I just like the black washi tape, and I'll make a tab for it so I'll remember where it's at. Alright, so that is all that I have for this video. This is kind of just an overview of everything that I've done with Bible journaling. So if you want some more specific tutorials, and the lights in the back, so it doesn't matter. If you want some more specific tutorials, put them in the comments. Yeah, that's all I got. So, see you guys next week. Peace out.